got a few of the guys together who want to be public pilots in MSO, and we're doing some group training. Preston stepped in to help me instruct, and for those that missed it, this is the first lesson.
It's possible.
Yeah.
I tried to land the C-130 in Fallujah.
Alright, round up.
Worked. What happened was like, yeah, for real. Okay.
Alright, is it, for those who want to go through the public pilot clearance, is there anything specific that you want to train while we're here, or should we just go over some basics?
I wouldn't mind touching
Attack
on
element shot.
6 and 9-9s, but that can be done later.
Okay, yeah, we will do that probably in about 20 minutes.
Be the medic for when CMS comes out, and I kind of need to know 6 and 9-9s.
Wow, there's another brief for a medevac request. It's a different brief to 6 and 9-9. They're obviously close air support.
Hey,
You can adapt it.
Who's talking?
That's me, Preston. For your students, I just uploaded to your file browser a Gouge sheet that's got 6, 9, and medical evac 9 lines.
Oh, thank you very much.
Beautiful, cheers for that.
That's probably the
Is
same
it the one with like
linked in
6
the thread.
pages?
The Gouge sheet, yeah.
Yeah. Gave that
But it
to
gives
the
them a
PJs.
nice little PDF that they can use.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, so
Esmond, is that
we'll
you
go
texting?
over Evers. Seriously. We'll go over 6 and 9 lines at the end. All that's required for the public flight clearance is an understanding, so that if somebody gave you one, then you could put it into effect. We don't actually train doing them, because for the most part, public don't have things like Apaches where they'll do proper attack runs. It's more transport flying and things like that, as the current MSO stands. So that's what we train for. I can tell you, let me just find my notepad. The flight clearance test is split into 11 sections, and there's 10 points for each section. The pass mark is 100 out of a possible 110 points, and it's split as follows: radio procedures, flight log, stowage and maintenance, check-in procedure, flying general, actions on contact, landing general, landing combat, landing touch and go, CAS 6 and 9 line. For now, we'll all jump in some helicopters. Choose whatever you like. I'd probably advise against a Little Bird just because they're a bit twitchy. What we're going to do is we're just going to fly in, well, I suppose you could call it column formation, but we'll keep some good separation between everyone. And we're just going to move along the taxi route there to the north, and then turn right at the end, and then turn right onto runway 1, and fly south all the way to the end, then turn left at the end onto runway 2, and then just repeat that loop. What I would suggest doing is flying nice and slow and learning to control the aircraft. What I think you need to do to be a good pilot in ArmA is to be able to maneuver the aircraft steadily and precisely. So that's what we're going to practice now, staying over the tarmac when you make your turns. Stay relatively low, don't go ridiculous like 1 metre from the floor where you're going to smack your tail rotor off the ground every time you try and bleed some speed off. And it's not a race either. We'll just run that a couple of times, and then we'll start going through some landings and, you know, how to get lined up and visual points of reference and shit like that. There you go. Preston's done this shit before, so he's no doubt got a few things he could teach us all. Pick a helicopter. I'd recommend a Huey or a Black Hawk, but if you want to use something else, go for it.
Oh.
Where are the Hueys?
Right.
Yeah.
In front of the Little Birds.
Hueys are just southeast, in front of the Little Birds.
Oh, I see them.
It's spawning up.
Shit, okay.
Make sure you communicate with each other so you don't all go and try and be first in the queue. So remember, we're going to go along the
I'll let
taxiway
you
to the
lead.
north.
Must go, we'll follow your lead if you want.
Roger that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Spin
Can we
it
get
up.
like
We get
Musca and
response damage.
single aircraft so we don't? I was like, which one is Musca?
I'll go in a Little Bird. How's that?
Yeah, let's just put it this way. Friggin' limit the Little Birds to instructors.
Yeah.
It's my favourite heli.
One thing you'll need to get used to is when you're maneuvering at low altitude, you will kick up dust. So get used to maneuvering with low visibility when you're close to the ground.
By the way, has the game crashed? Because everyone's running on the spot for me.
Probably just desync.
Yeah, it's just desync on my screen. I'm running it off my computer, so it's not perfect.
Because at the moment, no one's in the helicopter, they're just running on the spot.
Right, we'll just wait the desync out.
I'm not in desync.
Yeah, I'm fine.
People are moving me.
This must be my connection to you then, Musker.
Yeah,
It's just bizarre because we're both British.
yeah, it's crazy, isn't it, really?
That's it.
Hey, how's it going, Devil?
Yep.
Come on in if you want. We're just fucking around a bit of flight training on ArmA.
Oh, what server?
It's on my box at the minute. Loaded MSO mods. Search for m.stanton. Passwords 123456.
Yay.
Don't use Acre though.
There you go, caught up.
Alright, I'm gonna start moving forwards. Remember I was saying we're not gonna push the speed real quick while we're moving along doing this. I'm probably gonna stay 50 or lower. Don't get all stacked up behind me because I'll start to tilt and use the rudder for the turns as well.
I'll
I'm
go
far in the
behind
back,
this
'cause I'm in on a
Chinook.
patch.
I'll go behind Muska.
If you seem to be having a problem with overcompensation, remember small movements. Move the stick a little bit, return to center. Move the stick a little bit, return to center. Get used to making small adjustments while you're in a hover and low speed.
But I use a mouse and keyboard.
I do, that's what I'm doing, I'm finding Chinook with mouse and keyboard, it works fine.
Yeah, for me it works perfectly except for the banking left and right.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but you kind of compensate, use the C and X key and your mouse and can compensate.
Yeah, it's true. So, Devil, how's your internet now?
A lot better than it was before.
Still echoey as fuck where you're room, innit?
Yep.
What my missus said, get some cushions, just put some cushions around the wall. That'll muffle the sound a bit from when you're recording.
Room might look like a pimp room, but it'll work.
Guys, I'll be back.
Alright.
I'll be waiting.
I'm just gonna land my chopper, check it off.
Right, when we get to the north end of runway 2, we're going to turn left and left again onto runway 1, and hopefully there's enough space for us all to just keep looping for a minute. We'll do a couple more loops and then we'll stop. We'll go into a hover. We'll see how good everyone is at holding a hover position without using auto hover. And from there we'll turn around and we'll start going clockwise instead of anti-clockwise.
What's the password again?
123456.
Could have figured that out myself. Dang.
Alright, if everyone starts to bleed their speed off and go into a hover state.
Fucking devil. Got some sort of glasses on now, I haven't got a script for.
I know. Just as I try and hover.
Alright, a good way to check how well you're hovering is if you turn on your GPS. You should all have one, I think. And you can see how much you're moving across the screen then.
With the PPS.
Or you just look at the tunnels, see if they move.
Oh, okay.
You just all hold those. I'm just going to have a fly around, have a look at everyone. Going above you, Preston.
Yep.
Right, if everyone wants to do a 180 with the rudder controls, go around the other way just so you've got a bit of practice turning both ways.
Yeah, just be careful when you start using those rudder controls. The bird is going to want to yaw, so you're going to have to use a little bit of stick movement to compensate. Or not yaw, it's going to want to roll. My mistake.
Alright, proceed when ready. Don't worry about me being in the queue. Huey, looks like you're first, so crack on.
Joker
moving.
face.
Doing the same thing you were before. Follow the taxiways up and down the runways.
Yeah.
Are we going left or right, Moscow?
Going right. On
Going right,
runway
you're going clockwise.
Shit.
Okay.
Whoever's in the Huey, just join in where there's a space.
Yep.
Second Huey join?
No, I turned wrong.
Oh.
Is it desync or is double dog hovering?
I think he's hovering. Just overtake. Looks like he's to one side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm texting, my bad. Threw it on auto hover. I'll get out of this.
I was like, that's quite a good hover. Must be desync.
Alright, does everyone know where the old 82nd section of the base was?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so bad, follow people.
I remember when Don Bacon blew it up.
Okay, if everyone makes their way over to there so that they can see the 2 landing pads on the... what's that going to be? On the south side.
It's gonna be on the-
south. Yeah, sort of south point.
Southwestern corner.
Yeah.
I'm just following the 2 little birds.
One thing I dislike about the little birds is that they're impossible to see.
I think fine.
Everyone feel
Oh, yeah.
free to either land on the southwest side or to just maintain a state of hover. I don't mind if you use auto hover to observe this. What I'm going to do is just come in, I'll talk about how I'm making my approach. I'll land inside one of those 2 bays, and then I don't know if Preston wants to do the same, because I'm sure we've probably got different techniques, and then everyone can just have a bit of a crack at doing that. It's not going to be any high speed shit, it's just going to be a normal like approach and landing.
Who crashed?
That was me. I decided to plug in my joystick. That was a bad idea.
Yeah, that one's not going on YouTube.
As I was flying, I'm like, doo doo doo.
Let me know when everyone's in position. Or let me know if anyone's not in position. Oh, Devil, when you spawn in, you might spawn in the North Airfield.
No, I'm here.
That's sweet.
Man, it's too shabby.
Oh, blinking Jericho, you're getting close. You're getting very close.
Okay, whoever's in the Chinook, you might want to move a little to the north, just because you're going to be in the sort of approach line there.
Moving.
Huey, I'd suggest you move that way as well.
Okay, now for me, whenever I'm going to come in for landings and things, something Bruty taught me, and it does make a hell of a lot of difference, is to get yourself lined up early. Get yourself lined up nice and early on your approach. Make it nice and simple for yourself. So you're approaching straight, you can just make these micro adjustments then to remain on course, and you can worry about bleeding off the speed. You've got to plan your approach. You don't want to come screaming in at 200 kilometers an hour. You want to slow it down early on, like in Dyslexi's videos. So you want to bleed off that speed, somewhere around 100, 120. Get on the course so you can see I'm already got the speed off mostly, but I'm coming in nice and straight, and I've just got to make some micro adjustments to get close now. And I find if you slowly raise the nose, you can do that without gaining any altitude as well, and you can slowly increase that and get it nice and high. So I'm nice and straight, my speed's low enough to approach nice and slowly. I'll bring the height down a little bit. I know that I can just slowly pull back and bleed the last of that speed off at the last minute. And then I'm always watching the VAR up on the top. I'm always looking for that not to go below -3. That was a fucking terrible landing.
I'm about to say, was that D thing or was that your landing?
That was my landing. Anyway, the point is this. Make sure the VAR doesn't go below -3. The reason for that is you will damage the helicopter if you do that. A nice smooth landing is always preferable. So you plan the approach early, you bleed the speed off slowly. It doesn't matter if you're using a mouse or a joystick. If you pull back and raise the nose and you just increase that slowly, you won't gain any altitude, but you will start to bleed the speed off really quickly. Preston, I don't know if you want to have a crack at that and just talk through what you do. I don't know if you do anything different.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and good. Let me know when you're clear.
I've got to leave that one there, so if you use the bay to the north,
Okay, good to go.
it'll disappear in a minute.
Alright. Alright, as he said, for a general landing, i.e. at an airfield, FOB, etc., good idea to line up as far out as possible so that you've got to do minimal amounts of adjustments as you come in. Okay? As you come in, you want to bleed as much speed as you can beforehand while still maintaining a good forward momentum. Like you said, I'd say between 80 and 100 gives you a good forward momentum. You can see what's coming up. Alright. Then as you're getting close, you want to slowly nose up like you said. If you have to dump a lot more speed, drop your throttle a little bit so you don't get that extra altitude. Okay. And as I come in, generally the only thing I do that Muska, I think the desync might have screwed that as I try to keep the nose up a little bit as I'm touching down. So then you come down and you actually land and your skids come in straight. If you come in a little nose down, sometimes that can catch your gear, your skids, and cause you to tumble. You usually want to come in just tiny bit nose up so you get that little bit of sliding the skid if you catch anything rough. Otherwise, pretty much I do everything as Muska said right there.
Alrighty, thanks so much for that. Okay, I'm down on the ground, so I'm going to call you in one by one. Chin up, you're first on the list. If you fly out, come on the approach. Who's in the chin up?
Lord, or Turtle, whatever you want to call me.
Alright, Lord, yeah, if you get out, talk us in as you do it. Just so
Alright,
we've got a bit
swing
of
it out.
communication for your end. You will get a Chinook in this bay, although it's not going to be the easiest.
No, I'm just thinking that. I'm thinking pick the wrong airplane there.
Or helicopter.
It flies as an airplane. I'm a submarine, I'll go on the wall thing. Alright, just banking round. I'm using the GPS because I know what grid it's on, so I'm lining myself up. Alright, bleeding my speed already. Doing 70. Dropping power, dropping my altitude, coming in nice and steady. Picking up a bit of speed again, I've bled off too much.
If you need to gain a little bit more speed, all you need to do is lower your nose just a tad.
Still adjusting, like make sure I'm all lined up. Alright, coming in at 20, it's a good speed for this Chinook.
Keep going. Keep going, you're still over the Huskos. A little more.
Hello.
Clear.
And I'm down.
Alright, good. Something that might help you in future with a bird that big, because Preston was guiding you in a bit there lengthwise, is
Yeah.
out the front screen, pick something visual that you can see and put that in relation to yourself. You know, with a Chinook, you ride very nose heavy in the front, and you've got a lot behind you. So you know you can push the nose quite close to the Hescos that are in front of you now, and the rotors aren't in any danger of catching because of the height they are. Alright, so lift off, clear the airspace, and get in a position where you can watch the others.
Alright, swinging out north.
Huey, you're next. Rotate round to the south to come in.
Good luck, Joker.
Thank you. Okay, turning in. touchdown.
Alright, it was a smooth touchdown, but it looked from my position like you didn't get yourself lined up well enough early on.
Yeah.
You came in at a bit of an angle and had to roll.
Yeah.
And then you were sort of twitching around a bit and you've actually landed a little bit off the sort of circle, the main pad. I don't know what you thought from up there, Preston.
Yeah, you pretty much nailed it.
Yeah.
You look like you're second guessing yourself because it looked like you're over the pad, then you started rolling around, and then you ended up off.
Yeah. Another thing I'd say is that when you were making those adjustments just before you touched down, you were probably overcompensating quite a lot. Even just a small adjustment, although it won't be immediate, even in a light hop chopper like the Huey, it will kick you quite hard. That's why we make the micro adjustments and then straighten, and you'd be surprised at the effect.
Yeah, I'll try it again later on.
Roger that. Okay, take off, rotate north. Is that you, OG, up there in the Black Hawk? Yeah, it is. Okay,
next
dude.
to the Huey. Yep.
Yeah, if you want to rotate round to the south, coming on your approach.
Yep.
It's a nice landing, Preston.
Yeah, I'm still a little tail heavy. It wants to rock back, so I gotta give it a forward stick.
Yeah.
Alright, coming in. My turn.
Copy that.
Oh no, my game just crashed.
Need to launch with TDF7 now. Mods like everything in MSO. And the server's m.stampton.
Whoa. Okay, hold on, I'm lagging. What's going on?
I don't know, on my screen you're flying around all over the
Reversing.
place.
My
Holy
game
shit!
just crashed and my chopper probably.
Oh
ate
shit, there we go. Oh, sorry, my game just froze. There we go. I'm back.
God damn it.
Shit!
Yeah,
Sorry.
that wasn't part of the training.
Alright, coming back.
Roger that.
Sorry, hold on, I need to...
I can see
have
no
to shut-
fireball, Devils. I don't think you've gone up in smoke.
Ah, great. Yellow link again.
I see your approach, you're looking good. Nice job. Very good. No, I've got nothing to add there. Good landing. I could see you bleeding off a bit more speed because you're coming in a bit quick. All seemed to work good. You put it down nice. Alright, if you want to take off and rotate north. Who's the last Black Hawk over there?
That will be Evers.
Evers, go for it then. Rotate in from the south.
Will do.
Oh god, not again. What am I doing?
You're flying straight towards the
Alright,
mountain.
turning in.
Pull
God,
back
it's
if you
one
can.
Pull up, pull up!
Oh, there we go. Okay, got it. Freaking, what is it? I keep getting a yellow link and then...
What's the left landing spot, right? Right, bleeding off a bit speed.
I assume that's desync from my screen.
I'm pretty sure it's... Yeah, I've had the yellow link for a while now.
Alright, to that.
Alright, not bad, Evers.
I'm gonna
It
shut
looked
everything
like
off.
you bled that speed off a little quick to me. But you saved it well. You weren't jerking it around everywhere. It was still a good landing. Anything to add?
No, look good. Might need to line it up a little bit because he was off center, but Otherwise, we recovered nicely.
All right.
See the last one?
He is the last one. Go ahead, take
All right,
off again.
Ever, stay on the ground. No, wait,
Oh.
hold on. We don't have any birds because my bird decided to be dumb.
Ah.
So
Alright.
he needs to take us back over there.
What the hell? Please don't. Right.
All right, Evers.
All right, Evers,
To the
if
front
you,
line.
if you drop us back round to where the choppers are.
Bluebirds?
Lord, if you want to come in for that landing again, we'll run this through with everybody else once more, and then we'll move on to a different landing site.
I'd like to try it again.
Yeah, everyone will get to try it again.
Sweet.
What does red link mean?
Desync.
Desync.
Yellow?
Yellow's client side desync, and I think
Okay.
server side desync. I think that's what they mean, but I'm not too sure.
Yellow's the one you don't want.
Yeah, that's what I've been getting.
Probably because we're like halfway around the world from each other.
Probably.
Thank you,
Damn
Evers.
Australian internet.
Welcome.
I've got no one guiding my fat ended on this one, have I?
Well, you know, try and put into practice what I said last time and give yourself a visual reference to
Yeah.
guide your nose in.
I'm gonna go and circle around in an A10.
Roger.
Okay, I got a question for the joystick users. My throttle has a fucking, for the collective up is just a little movement up, and collective down is a little movement down. Is there a way to do the whole thing?
You can have it analog, but you've got an X52, haven't you? It's like a fucking light switch.
Yeah.
I'm back.
It's ArmA's fault. There's
Yeah.
just no way to make it work properly. So what I did was made a big dead zone in the middle, and then even though it's not set as analog, it will work that way.
What
Oh,
I
what?
heard
So it'll
is
bring
that-
it down. You could.
What I
Yeah.
heard is that
How
it's
many?
possible, but to like do fucking a lot of programming without a software.
What I did is for thrust up analog, I started at 0 and pushed it forward, and then for the analog brake, I moved that to the slider.
I know that at least in
So-
ARMA 2 you can use the mouse just fine.
Yeah, bring it right down.
Guys, are we just swing around now? Or
They're practicing landing right now.
okay. Because I just got back. Oh.
If you want to come in and just fly around, you can join in the back of the queue, or you can just fly around and do your own
I'm down.
thing. Copy
I'm just
that.
gonna fly
That
around.
looked good. I mean, you tell me how you found that.
I'm
I could
saying
hear
last
OG
little
was
second then.
guiding you in, but you know, for me, if I was looking through the Chinook, I'd be looking at those front Hescos. I think they would be my visual point of reference.
I can't see them when you're just coming in. I was using that tree as a reference. Just in front.
See, yeah, that's good. You know, what it's all about finding what works for you. I guess with something like that,
I
there's
actually
no
can't
right
see
or
the
wrong.
Hescos until you're literally almost down anyway, and then it might be too late by then.
It just, I mean, that's an excellent landing. You're pretty much right on the pad. You're just a little bit right, but that really makes no difference at all. You're right on it. That's pretty much a perfect Chinook landing right there.
Taking off, swinging north.
Roger that. Huey, Jokey, you still here?
Coming in. Yeah, coming in.
Roger that. Rotate round to the south and then come in on your approach.
I'm already on my approach.
Roger that.
Scene.
Kelly, if you want to join, load of your MSO mods. Same for you, Nexon. Search for m.stanton, password 123456.
Cool.
Are you welcome to join in the
Chinook's
training
not
or
bad.
just fly
Bad,
around if you like?
I haven't really done a lot of flight time in the Chinook, but it's not bad actually.
You know what? That looked pretty fucking perfect to me.
What?
Yeah, much better.
I took out my tail rotor for some reason. I didn't hit
What was that?
anything. My tail rotor just snapped off midair.
Yeah, I can see it.
Hit by
So, Joker, you look from my angle like you came in real straight. You consistently
No,
bled
I
off the
wasn't real
speed
straight.
and the height, and
Yep.
it looked good.
Yeah, thank you. Spinning off to the side.
Yeah,
The
To the north.
only suggestion I would
Oh, yeah.
make is as you come in, watch your height, because your tail rotor came pretty close to getting those rear Heskos.
OG,
What
were
did I
you
hit
next?
to?
Yep. I'm on my way.
Yeah, is there a way to repair your tail rotor somewhere? Maybe.
Just get out and pick a different aircraft. There's no
Did you
repair
fly
points
through
on
the
here.
tail rotor zone?
No.
You-
It just suddenly snapped off.
Your damaged aircraft will despawn and respawn at full health back. So just grab another one of the same type.
I really don't know why it got damaged. Alright.
You said M. Stanton?
Copy that.
Yep.
Big fireball in the airfield.
Who's that?
I think that's me. Yeah, that's me.
Oh, are you adjusting shit?
Kinda.
Just a thing, if you're an auto hover and you hit escape or you tab out, your throttle will cut out and your bird will go to the ground.
Really?
Yep.
I gotta try that.
As in
Whoever's
go to the
not
ground,
playing
as
this,
in
maybe.
crash.
That was nice, OG.
How'd I do?
That was very nice. Yeah. Oh, you bled the speed off real nice there. You hardly had to make any adjustments as you came in. It looked pretty smooth from my angle. I'd say you got a good landing position as well. For the Black Hawk, you're pretty much completely central over the circular pad too. You pleased with that?
Sweet. Yep. Pretty good.
All right, cool.
Considering I
Rotate
still
back
got
out
yellow
north.
link.
I must be in the North Airfield.
Who's out there in the other Black Hawk? Southwest.
That might be me.
Who's that?
Yeah, I'm in the North Airfield.
They're all spinning circles. If
Harlan,
it's me, if it's
yeah,
spinning.
it's you. You can come in for a landing if you want, Harlan, or it's up to you if you're just observing.
Alright, I'm coming in. That was pretty bad shit.
Yeah. I mean, you've ended up quite well placed over the pad, but it looks like you came in a bit fast and then struggled to bleed it off in time, and then your tail rotor hit the
Yeah.
Heskos.
I've been gone for like a week. I haven't been playing much.
No,
I'm gonna blame it on that.
I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if the tail rotor thing was
Is
decent
there a
or
place to
just.
repair? I kind of messed up my tail rotor.
You probably just have to land and let it despawn and grab another aircraft. All right, I've got like
Okay. that's fine.
15 more minutes before I have to go and start getting ready for work. So we can either cut the lesson here and everyone have a bit of a fly around deathmatch type scenario, or we could go over something else if everyone would prefer.
Low flying?
Deathmatch.
Low flying?
Deathmatch.
Any more votes?
Okay, I guess I'm in Apache. Good enough.
I think
Deathmatch.
deathmatch.
All right, deathmatch
I'm
has
on the
it.
wrong plane.
Amazing.
You are weapons free.
I missed them.
Hugh has no weapons.
Yeah, nor does the little bird.
Then I guess it's just lethal follow the leader then, huh?
Gotta get something with weapons. Fuck this.